this thing has an effect upon his brain. Well, I'm more relaxed, which then sends some signals and lets the rest of the body go. It's quite interesting because we are such a holistic being. It's like relaxing that foot can actually make it easier to work on this one.
So once again, going back to your first principle, find the tension and release it.
Release it, yeah. He likes that. Vera works here, so I think that's such. She just did a course, last course. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright. So I'm just having a quick feel here. It's still very tight. Well, I'm going to get him to roll over. I'm not going to do that thorough job on that foot right now.
That'll be somebody else's job.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, as I say, I often can only, when somebody's feet are that tight, I can't do both of them in one go. Even with walking, it's been a lot of effort to get those pressure points as strong as what he needs them. But I will have it, still feel and do a little bit, like I say, like, he still will feel something, because I cracked some of his toes, got some stuff moving in that foot, But I just did what was relatively easy. So I'm coming back to this. I want to see what's going on now on this side from the other perspective, from the front. So again with him, because he is so tight and I don't want to use my hands too much, I'm probably going to use my forearm up through here. But this is where I might use a little bit of oil, especially because he's got a fair bit of hair on his legs. And I'm a very messy person. Had that reputation for a long time. Okay, so I'm just sort of getting a bit of blood flow in there. I'm just slowly, because I'm going in quite deep, so I'm going slow. Sometimes it's nice if you're going in deep, just I'm not going too deep though. Then I want to come back, work this point again. I've already worked this point. That's why I'm sort of starting off here rather than going into that. And I work it to the other side. And I'm going to do a bit more on it. See, in another session, I might end up doing a lot of fine detail work on these toes. But like I said, there's just hours worth of work just in that foot. Hours. Here what I'm doing is I'm doing a little bit more detail so I can feel it, and I'm supporting, rather than just pushing my thumb here, that's going to put pressure on that joint. I'm actually just supporting my thumb. Okay, to give it that bit of extra strength. Because more I want to feel with my thumb before I go in. I feel more detail than I can with my forearm. Feel exactly how tight he is through there. I'm also going to work, even though you can't feel it, I'm going to work across the top of his foot. This bend continues from here and it comes into these points. And you lose it through here. Okay, but we know it's there because we can feel it through here, and then it's suddenly like, oh, where'd that go? It's coming in deeper. Okay, so what we do is we just work that whole area anyway. And we get it. It feels really good, yeah. Okay, so even though I'm not necessarily feeling the bend, I'm just working there and knowing it's there. Sometimes you can feel it, depends on the person. Because I know exactly where it starts here, I can feel it up through here. So I know it's coming in from in here. That's putting quite a lot of pressure on my thumbs, so I'm going to give my thumbs a rest and then just start to go a bit deeper in my form. But again, letting him breathe into it. Do you feel that? Yeah. Yeah, we'll let him breathe a bit so he doesn't have a heart attack.
They won't be back up.
All right, fine. What is that? Feel that this joint feels almost like it's fused. It never fully comes back. It's just so tight. Like, so whatever, we'll just see how much we can get out of that. Again, see how I'm pulling his leg out and twisting it this way. What that does is it pushes this bone away from the top. Because if we have him here, that bone's really close to the surface. So if I go like this, I'm going to roll right over his shin bone, which is very uncomfortable. So what I'm doing is I'm getting that away from the top here, so that it's easier for me then to come in. I could come in from down here if I'm very sensitive, not too hard across the top of the foot. And of course you bump and move everywhere. Then you can start to get in here and see how I'm getting my legs positioned so that I can use my body weight. And I can even stop.
Don't stop. Keep
And
going.
and then I can continue up. And just let him breathe a bit. Here I'm going a lot lighter, just to let him, so it gives him a chance to breathe. Okay. I can also work it like this, if I want to be more careful and get in deeper. I could use the point of my elbow. See, when you use the point of your elbow, what happens is you slide everywhere. So this, a better way to do this is actually to do it through a towel. Okay, just keep it draped. And you don't do it as a slide, you do it as a series of pressure points. Okay, so what you do is you get, because it's still easy to slide, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to, because my elbow's a little bit easily moved, so I get my fingers from my other hand to hold it in position.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Then I can,
Because you can still be, you've got more penetration.
got more penetration, so this is a deeper way of getting in there. So we don't want to do this with oil because we don't want to slide here. So oil is where you want to slide. This I don't want to slide. It's too easy to slide as it is. And it is quite uncomfortable, especially with this level of pressure for me to slide over a shin bone. It would kind of make a bruised feeling on the shin bone. Now I'm just going a bit lighter, a bit more over the edge. He's not an easy one to release by any means. This is like really jackhammer work, digging away at solid concrete. Right? He would probably go to a lot of massage places and really not get much benefit. Is that right?
Well, I don't hit that.
Right. So he hasn't really tried. Okay, now we can get in and do these points a bit, but again, I'm just trying to get him to relax a bit. Not going too hard yet.
You actually just don't realise what it is to relax though.
I
You
know.
know, like when you've got that much tension, you
Yeah.
just see it as normal. So you
You
might
resist
go, yeah, but you might go to a massage therapist and feel relaxed because you don't realise how much you.
That's right, it's all
Yeah.
relative. If
Yeah.
you're used to having so much tension, you want, some people that they've had tension all their lives, they go, this is just how I am. You know, what do you mean, you know? I am relaxed. This is normal.
I think that was the downfall, I was always giving it. And even though I had people that, I'd ask for it, but they wouldn't give it.
Yeah.
So, like,
You gotta,
so I didn't really take it with balance.
yeah.
Isn't that wonderful that you will do that to me? I see you.
As long as you give me half the money, you're right.
That's what insurance is for.
I can just, I just energetically, I don't know what that feels like. Like, no way.
I felt really good yesterday. I felt really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose, Brad actually worked yesterday I couldn't touch this at all.
Yeah.
And then Brad did all this work down my hands, and then I couldn't touch it, so,
So just depends how charged it is. And I would do this move more on big men.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's a lot of, I don't like exerting all my strength in my hands. I'd rather, because that's how I tire my hands out. I'm tired of my hands, even though my hands are strong, they tire out. So, yeah. I've got to conserve my hands for where I really need them. So this move is good because I'm using my body to move his leg and just getting my knuckles in here. And I get them in like this. Never rub here. This is a really easy area to bruise. If you rub it, it's really bad pain. Here what I'm doing is I'm just holding with these points of the knuckles. Not these knuckle things, these knuckle things. Okay? Whatever they're called. I don't even know what they're called. Nobody knows what they're called. We don't have a name for them. I don't know why. Anyway, knuckle things.
So that'd be good for us women to do.
Absolutely.
On almost anyone.
Almost
Because,
anybody, yeah. Not really almost anybody. Probably 30–40% of people.
Okay.
But a lot of people can, even your strength, the people won't be able to handle it. This is for usually more of a connoisseur that wants it deep.
Yeah.
But, or big men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be releasing all the hip as well.
Hip and his
stomach.
belly and stuff, yeah. So now this leg's starting to feel quite a lot better to me. And then I'd come in and then just have a feel around in his belly as well.
It's still there.
Still there, but it's eased off even without me working on it, yeah. I could use some oil in here. With a bigger belly, it's not so bad. See, men just don't get offended about that bigger belly stuff. You gotta be so touchy with women. It's like,
Talking about the belly.
I know, we want to talk about that,
You would.
I was doing well, wasn't I? Back onto dig myself into the ground. It's like asking a woman's age. I learned that long ago. Always, if they ask you, underestimate my 10 years, and you're just a hero. What's that?
I made a comment last night about, because because Len is invited so we can go to the beach.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I've got like 10 kilos left to take off. And I was like, you're not fat. And I'm like, yeah, I eat weights for you.
Yeah.
lie down.
Yeah.
Great switch.
Okay. So again, I want to give him a rest. There. How's that? Good. So I'm really working up like through here. At first I'm working with more broad pressure. And I'm coming right up here into his liver area and across. I find with bigger bellies you end up doing more work on the large intestine, and with smaller bellies you end up doing more on the small intestine, funnily enough. Like his tension's not as much in the middle, but it is a bit.
And also you would be following the
Yeah. So